It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Oh my god, I don't know. Being young, yes, but I would have definitely had a heart attack yesterday because it was a game. It was a thriller, ladies and gentlemen. I don't remember when I was so thrilled to watch an Arsenal game like this because I think it went too close and it was really, I mean, all the players, I don't know, the defenders are playing with fire. And when the second goal went in, Wesley's goal, oh my god, I mean, the Emirates was silent, and so was I, ladies and gentlemen. But when that third goal went in, I roared, and everybody near my house were like, "What's wrong with this guy? He needs to show the psychiatrist, maybe." They were thinking that I'm mad, but I was devastatingly mad, ladies and gentlemen. What a game of football! Wow. Well, we'll definitely try to get into the individual player performances, but first, let me remind you, please be a part of this community by subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you get all the notifications of this channel, and make sure they've actually YouTube has improved or changed certain settings about that bell icon. So when you hit that bell icon, you get three options. Select the topmost options. So with that, you get all the notifications of whatever this channel is coming about. You get every notification of all the videos, and make no mistake, we post daily so that you get daily Arsenal content and you get all the information and all the latest updates about Arsenal Football Club. So without any further ado, let's jump into the game analysis, ladies and gentlemen. First, let's talk about certain basic things. Aston Villa played really superb football. I think for the first 60 minutes they were really good. But I prefer their first half performance was really nice because I think they were the ones who took the initiative of scoring the first goal, and they were the ones who were looking very threatening. The only reason why that happened because first of all, let me understand that there was no midfield for both the teams in the first half. In the second half, at least Arsenal showed some sort of midfield attacking football, but I could not see that for I think majority of the time period. But Aston Villa was the game of Aston Villa. Well, whoever I think whichever team is listening, if they have Aston Villa coming at their home ground, or if they have Aston Villa facing Aston Villa, with the help of certain midfielders, they make runs, they make forward runs, and they've got somebody to whip the ball in. They've got a lower version of Kevin De Bruyne who brings the ball in, whips the ball in, and suddenly finds their player. That's exactly the way they play. So they are going to be very. If your defenders are very much alert, then Aston Villa can definitely be defeated. That's what I learned in yesterday's game. Now let's move on to the individual players. Bernd Leno was decent yesterday. I'd say, yeah, it was really good. He kept away certain deliveries coming in, and towards the end, when they were trying for the third goal, I think he punched many of the balls. He looked quite comfortable, and thank God defenders did not do the mistakes similar to Watford. They did their mistakes, yes, but they did not, give away the ball so cheaply inside your own box. So at least that did not happen. And obviously we saw certain important things changing, like playing. There were more long balls and successful long balls, ladies and gentlemen, not only from Leno but from Luiz. Socrates, yes, tried the long balls, but it was not much successful. But Luiz was particularly offensively was too good. So let's move on with the individual players. David Luiz, ladies and gentlemen, I think to all the defense, this is definitely a poor showing in the first half because they slept. They slept for those two goals. They slept. Absent-mindedness, I think, for awareness. If FIFA had watched this game, or if they were watching this game, they should cut all the ratings to almost half of all the Arsenal defenders in their next year's FIFA ratings, especially the awareness part, because everyone was everyone fell asleep. Guendouzi fell asleep for the first goal. Luiz fell asleep for the first goal. Socrates was this side, so I won't blame him. Kolasinac, never present in defense. That's always has been the issue with Kolasinac. So the first goal went in. The whole game tried to be, then the problem was that McGinn, Aston Villa changed the gears after the first 30 minutes of the game. Aston Villa made sure that they had at least 5 bodies in their own half. And even if Aston Villa on the counter were trying to go, but John McGinn was not making any runs, so that was pretty much evident that Aston Villa do not want to attack, and in terms of trying to attack, they might lose the possession and definitely put that lead in jeopardy. So they were more into the defensive work, and it was really good because at the end of the first half they were 1 goal ahead, so everything was really nice. But they were not convincingly defending much. I think I did not see the defense do much of the convincing work. They gave away the penalty, and then after that, they did not give much time to Arsenal to celebrate or even come back with the second goal and try to take the lead for the first time in the game. They came back on the counter and they got the goal. Jack Grealish was awesome. I said that McGinn and Grealish were really important in my pre-match as well, because these guys have been the driving force for Aston Villa. Though they did not get many of the points, but they really showed the spirited performance in many of the games that they've played. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the fullbacks of. Let's talk about Socrates. The only time period other than the Watford game I hated Socrates was when he grabbed Morgan's the Wesley's legs. There was a time, and probably we won that foul, but it was so embarrassing to see Socrates sit down and holding the legs of Wesley, and I was like, what is he doing? Is he begging for some money? What was that? I mean, I did not understand that. And Socrates really had a decent game, had certain clearances which led to the corners, but I don't mind those kind of performances. But Socrates, amongst Socrates and Luis, Socrates was I think less error prone but more embarrassing. Counting, let's talk about the fullbacks. The fullbacks, I think Kolasinac was less error prone, but he was giving lots of spaces. He did certain defensive duties, yes, but I think we expect more of him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles had a very very embarrassing show. Was sent off, yes, but his first foul was really unwanted. Second foul, I think a little unlucky, because that was I think when he did that sliding tackle, he got the ball, he won the ball, but uh, according to that tackle, he went more sliding past and took off the player as well. I think the biggest problem was with that tackle is it was not controlled enough, and it was a certain yellow to me. The problem was that VAR was checked if it was a straight red or not, but definitely it wasn't a straight red. But he was already on a yellow, and that was more than enough to send him off. I hope if I get any update on his shin, if I get any update on his injury, I'll definitely inform you on this community. So make sure you be a part of this community as well. And the best part was, let's talk about the midfield. Granit Xhaka had a decent game according to me. I think he was scrappy again. He was really scrappy, out of position, caught out of possession. The biggest problem is that when Xhaka and Guendouzi start the game for Arsenal, okay, obviously Unai Emery's tactics, one central defensive midfielder moves ahead of the other. So Guendouzi, if Xhaka moves forward, Guendouzi stays back. The problem is that Xhaka is good when he stays back and he provides the long ball, but he was moving more forward, and that great amount of space led the midfielders of Aston Villa to make the runs, the decisive runs that they did was awesome in the first half. But Xhaka was much more composed. As I saw it, I think he was a little bit of composed, and Dani Ceballos was roaming around. So I think he had a decent game. Dani Ceballos, I don't have much to speak about it. I think he was decent enough. Didn't get to see much of his magic, but he was okay. Talking about Guendouzi, ladies and gentlemen, we have, oh my god, that guy was so energized. The guy had so much of power. The guy had so much of passion. Unbelievable talent. I think for 8 million, we have bought a player who can die for us on that pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo Guendouzi, oh my god, what a performance. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think moving on. Let us finish the individual works first. I mean, Guendouzi was good, but I think let's talk about the others as well. We've spoken about Dani Ceballos as well. Let's talk about Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe is Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe finally got the first goal, ladies and gentlemen, and that will bring in more goals. I think he needs more and more confidence. And after that first goal, he was a different predator. He was a different player on the pitch. This is exactly what I was talking about. If he gets his first goal, he will be on and on and on with that, with the kind of player, the kind of mentality that he brings to the team. He will definitely be unleashed. The beast is unleashed, ladies and gentlemen. And if he plays against Nottingham Forest or if he plays against Manchester United, beware. Those teams need to be beware of Nicola Pepe, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, let's move on to another special person, Bukayo Saka, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for that young man, because I think in the attack he was more trying to retrieve the ball, recover the ball, and trying to keep the ball to himself. I think he was good. His skills was nice. I think in the first half he made one run. He made that run. He skipped past one of the midfielders, and I think he could not get past the defender, and that's exactly when he lost the ball. But other than that, Bukayo Saka, to me, he was good. He was influential in his first half, though not decisive, but quite influential in whatever time he got. And I was really shocked when Unai Emery put him on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. I was expecting him on the bench to come in as a substitution, but oh my God, Bukayo Saka. Unai Emery needs a thumbs up to just make that selection, because he is making sure that Arsenal is definitely of the youngsters, and youngsters should not leave Arsenal and should definitely work hard to get to play, get the game time that they deserve. Well, moving on, the king of the Emirates, ladies and gentlemen, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Oh my God, how I don't understand. What do I say about this guy? Oh my God, that free kick was unbelievable. He won us the game, ladies and gentlemen. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think for 56 to 57 million pounds, we have got ourselves our savior, our match winner, ladies and gentlemen. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And the way, well, he was a penalty taker. He gave it to Pepe because he knows that Nicolas Pepe, he wants a goal so badly, and he gave it to Nicolas Pepe. Oh my God, what leadership. And after scoring the third goal, doing this celebration of Nicolas Pepe, oh my God. I mean, somebody go there and hug Aubameyang. Well, he deserves a great hug from all the fans. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, if you're watching this video, I love you, my friend. You were so great. I mean, unbelievable finishing. Most importantly, let's talk about the substitutions. I'll talk about my hero at the end. Let's move on to the other substitutions who actually made so much of difference when they came on. Yeah? Torreira, ladies and gentlemen. Torreira making those forward runs. Oh my God, that link-up play. He wins fouls. That's the greatest part of Torreira, is when he's on the pitch, he wins you fouls. That is really exceptional when the enemy, when the opposition team will try to dispossess you and he has the ball. It's a great chance because of his height. That plays a great advantage. And also, I think somewhere down the line, I also see Torreira winning those fouls for us. I like what he does. It was really good, the way he came in positive. Moving on, the next person who came in was Joe Willock. Energy. Whenever Arsenal was attacking, when he had the ball, keep the possession, yes, but that is what he brings on the table, energy. I told you that he gets worn out. If he starts a game for Arsenal, he gets worn out after the first 60 minutes. When 60 minutes are done, Joe Willock is definitely out of batteries. But when he comes on as a substitute, Joe Willock is a different player. Against Watford, it did not happen. Nothing clicked. But this game, unbelievable. Moving on, to me, a joint man of the match along with Matteo Guendouzi. Callum Chambers, ladies and gentlemen, the way he came in, after the first half, I thought, what substitutions will Unai Emery do? I saw him. I thought to myself, who should be coming on? We need something defensive cover. We know Ainsley is gone, but still, we need some good defensive cover. And I expected Chambers to come in. I expected Ozil to come in. And I also expected Torreira to come in. But bang on, Chambers came in and deservedly. I know that for their second goal, I think he was dispossessed. And that's when Jack Grealish made that run and got the assist for that Wesley goal. But what a comeback. That guy was so spirited. He was the only live wire, persistent enough to get that second goal, ladies and gentlemen. He made the shot. The defender, Tyrone Mings, put his leg in, tried to clear it, but that went back to Chambers. But Chambers made sure he was persistent enough, and that finishing for that second goal gave us all the spirit that we wanted. It made sure that whichever fan, whoever is watching, whoever is an Arsenal fan is watching all around the world, that game got goosebumps from that second goal, ladies and gentlemen. And that's when we started believing again and again that yes, we've got this game under our control. We are Arsenal and we are going to come from behind, and this game is ours. And Aston Villa, Jack Grealish, or John Terry, whoever, Dean Smith, whoever is in front of us, we are going to stomp and we are going to go forward and we are going to go get past and get those 3 points from your clashes, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what happened. Chambers he makes difference. You put him in centre back, you put him in full back, he makes the difference because defensively he's much better than Kolasinac and definitely much better than Ainsley Maitland-Niles. And to some extent, I actually agree to this point. He's much better than Bellerin defensively. Maybe not offensively, but he got the goal. The most important thing was to come back with that second goal, and he did that. That made us believe, that made me believe that yes, this game is alive, and how dare I give up on Arsenal? He made me believe that. Oh my god. The most underrated player on that pitch, the most underrated player in an Arsenal squad. I've not seen Kieran Tierney, I've not seen Hector perform, but the most underrated in that Arsenal squad, who deserves every bit of chance, every start for Arsenal, but doesn't get it. Callum Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. Take a bow, Callum, if you're watching this video. If you're not, maybe someday you will, but take a bow. Because you have made us proud. You made us believe at the Emirates, it's our game, it's our 3 points, and we are going to fight for it till the end. That's exactly what we saw, and that's exactly what Arsenal should be all about. And Unai Emery, we spoke about, I made a video where he had very funny substitutions against Watford. But that game, I think it changed Unai Emery. He got 2 victories after that, and suddenly I think there are certain sections of Arsenal fans who still believe Emery out, Emery should be sacked. I don't think so. What they're drinking, maybe they're getting that Crystal Palace quality of weed when they were valuing Zaha, and that's the reason why I think I don't want to say much about it. Let's actually go to the stats and some beautiful images of yesterday's game. Please enjoy certain stats that are coming your way. Number 1, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has the exact scoring ratio in 71 matches for Arsenal, which he had for 213 games for Borussia Dortmund. He's a beast. Wakanda forever, Aubameyang forever, ladies and gentlemen. And he is what everything. I think without Aubameyang, I don't think so we would have the 11 points that we had, because he scored the winner against Burnley, he scored the winner against Newcastle, he scored both the goals against Watford, he scored the equalizer against Tottenham, and now this, the winner against them. We are getting too much dependent on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because we love him, but oh my god, if he's not there, I don't know what are we gonna do. Moving on, Pepe's first goal, ladies and gentlemen. He shot 5 shots attempted, 4 key passes, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, 91% pass accuracy, 5 shots, yes, 5 shots attempted, 2 on target, 4 chances created, 3 out of 6 take-ons successfully done, and 1 goal. Nicola Pepe, take a bow. You have finally arrived, and I want to see more of that. Yes, after that first goal, you're doing your job. But that association to the team, I would want that to happen much more quickly, because we are definitely going to be a different team after your arrival. Moving on, Matteo Guendouzi, ladies and gentlemen, the joint man of the match. Well, Guendouzi had 96 touches, 74 of 84 passes completed. That is 88% is the pass completion rate. 28 final third passes in the opposition, ladies and gentlemen. 11 ball recoveries, 3 key passes, most for anyone on that pitch against Villa. 9 long balls completed, 90% of accuracy, 4 duels won, 1 penalty won. A gem of a performance. And I've actually heard for one of the fans who says that he was on the pitch. He was in the stadium where Guendouzi went straight to Terry, and he was gesturing, "I'm in your head," and John Terry was fuming. Oh my god, he is the future captain. Make him the captain already. I just want to see if that's a confirmation, because Guendouzi is definitely Arsenal through and through. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, another great deal of stats that's coming your way. This is the 9th occasion in Premier League history a team won the match after receiving a red card while losing. Yes, Arsenal have won. Out of those 9 games, Arsenal have won 3, ladies and gentlemen. And that is against Derby in 1997, against Bolton 2008, and against Villa yesterday. It was an unbelievable performance. Moving on, 6 goals in 6 Premier League games, in the last 6 Premier League games for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And not only that, 16 goals in the last 16 games in all competitions for Arsenal. 5 goals in his last 4 games and across all competitions. Oh my god. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is definitely having a blast, ladies and gentlemen. And not only this, one shocking stat. It took Leeds United to take back the lead. 89 seconds exactly. Pepe scored in 58 minutes and 31 seconds. Wesley equalized in 60 minutes exact. It took them 89 seconds to take the lead back, and that was an insane goal. I mean, it was really quick, sharp, and it was really good. Moving on, Bukayo Saka, ladies and gentlemen, here's an image. He's the third youngest, 18 years and 17 days. Bukayo Saka is the third youngest player on the day of his first Premier League start for Arsenal, with only Cesc Fabregas, who was 17 years and 104 days old, and Theo Walcott, second on that list, 17 years and 212 days. They were younger than Bukayo Saka. Well, unbelievable stat, isn't it? Ainsley Maitland-Niles, let's bisect and dissect Ainsley. Ainsley was sent off 2 times in the Premier League in 2019 itself. Well, he's the first player for Arsenal since Laurent Koscielny, who was sent in multiple occasions for a single club in a single year. Laurent Koscielny was sent 2 times in 2013. Not a record that he should be proud of. Well, not only that, let's talk about Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ladies and gentlemen. 90% pass accuracy, 2 fouls committed, 1 big chance missed, 0 tackles won, 0 out of the 2 take-ons won, and 1 red card. A game to definitely forget, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, Chambers. Let's talk about Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. Callum Chambers has 6 Premier League goals under 5 different managers. 2 for Wenger, 1 for Claudio Ranieri, 1 for Parker, and 1 for Unai Emery. Unbelievable, isn't it? David Luiz, let's talk about him. Over 90% of pass completion, 11 long balls, out of which 9 were successful, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the reason what David Luiz brings to the table. If whatever he does is successful, he is the biggest threat for everyone. Socrates had 79% of pass completion, 5 long balls, out of which 1 was successful. Well, this was all the stats that I have, and this was all the news and views. I will see you in my next video about what exactly happened with more news and stuff today evening. So make sure you subscribe, be a part of this community, and make sure the spirit of Arsenal stays with you, which Chambers showed yesterday. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.